Mayor, it's been my real honor to serve this community over the past 3 years. First, I'd like to open by acknowledging that we are meeting today on the traditional territory of the people of the Squamish Nation. And I would like to thank Chamber of Commerce and Sea to Sky Community Service for hosting this event. Hopefully my minute isn't used up already. But this is just the most amazing community. I'm just so proud to be involved with all of you in the change and the transformation that we've seen over the last 3 years. And I can't personally take credit for all of that, but I have been at the helm, and I think this community is very proud and should be of who we are and where we're going and the engagement of the community. All of you in the direction we're going. I don't think it's time to change direction. I think we're gaining momentum and we've got a bright future ahead of us, and we are realizing that future. People are recognizing what an incredible place and community this is to come. And I'm sorry, but I have to stop there. I've been red carded. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Okay, my name is Ron Dame. I'm here running for mayor to come before you and be your voice for the next 4 years. And I really don't want you to vote for me, as in the traditional stance where you vote and I do what I think that you need to have done. So really, I want you to, it's going to be a we thing. So we're going to do it together, and your voice can never be heard for 4 years, so you have to keep coming, and I'll make things happen. Thank you.
Thank you. 22-second savings right there. That's good work. And we'll hear now from Patricia Heinzman.
Hi, I'm Patricia Heinzman. My friends call me Patty, and I want to be your next mayor. As your mayor, I will be a transformational leader, someone who coalesces positive strategic thinking, brings out the best in the people around me, fosters constructive, collaborative dialogue, and inspires action. Through my extensive local government experience, community involvement, observation, and connections, I will hit the ground running, and when elected, in the first 3 months, I will initiate more open and clear protocols for mayor, council, staff, and the community that will liberate opportunities, ideas, and action. This will set up 4 years of transparency, proaction, and will deliver on a collective vision for our generations to come. The mayor, council, and staff aligned on providing friendly, facilitative, forward-thinking, and solution-oriented public service. We will see developers, entrepreneurs, artists, and grassroots organizations thrive because they can focus their energies on their passions and expertise and not on process. Our time is now, and this is only the beginning. November 15th, vote Patricia Heinzman, aka Patty for Mayor.
For the microphone, please go ahead. Grace, you'll be next with a written question.
Hi, my name's Bronwyn, and I'm retired and living in Squamish. I'd just like to ask a couple of questions here. One is tourism and the LNG. Why can't the land be used for something that will enhance tourism, that would produce more jobs and help protect the environment? I have here, sent to me by my cousin who lives in LA area, Long Beach actually, on 2 beautiful articles written about Squamish and tourism and health, environment, and everything else.
Bronwyn, we've got your question. I'd like to have them answer, please. Patty Heinzman first, please.
Sure. Well, currently the zoning is for industrial. Certainly, and within the OCP, it's industrial. So the community vision that's been there so far has geared development towards industrial and not tourism per se. We're going through an OCP process in this coming year, and that's the opportunity for the community to go out and create those filters and those layers and that vision for the long-term future. And I really think we need to vision that out more 100 years or more. It wasn't a specific question about LNG, but with regard to tourism and marine tourism, there's huge potential there. Particularly, are they copacetic with an LNG facility? Will an LNG facility foster those opportunities? Probably not. But I think generally speaking, there's a massive opportunity within tourism, but it can't be all about tourism.
Great, thank you. Ron Bain next, please.
Well, nobody really wants the LNG. I mean, if we were all wealthy and, you know, didn't need any tax base or jobs, I'm sure it'd be, everybody would be, you know, slamming. But, you know, it's mandated by the provincial government. They're following all the rules, and as soon as we heard it was coming to town, that wasn't the time to be up in arms about it. It was like years ago. So, you know, I think that tourism and industry can coexist, and you know, you can never tell until after it happens. I mean, there's a lot of potential risks, but if we keep our, you know, we just got to keep on top of them and then step on them when we have to. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. And now Rob Kirkham.
Thank you. I think that's a great question. People are moving to Squamish now because of the great opportunities, the amazing place it is to raise a family and to outdoor recreate and to invest in business. And part of who we are right now is a good balance and mix of tourism and industry working hand in hand. And I think you see that with the yacht club across from the Logsword, and the kiteboarders have been back and forth with the deep sea ships coming and going from Squamish terminals. So I think we're proving that tourism and industry, outdoor recreation can work quite well together. What's really critical is that we sit down at the table and collaborate and work together and lay out arrangements where we can work win-win on how we move forward as different segments of our industries. As far as the Woodfibre LNG, that is, as Patty says, it's zoned and it's in our official community plan. And I mentioned earlier about the transformation of this community and the incredible number of new people that are coming to town. And I do believe it's time that we sat down and revisioned for our community, and redoing the official community plan is a good opportunity for that.
Thank you.
The people that live in the Garibaldi Estates complex have put up with the unhealthy odors from the water treatment plant, or the sewage treatment plant. Is this being addressed?
Rob Kirkham, let's start with you, please.
Thank you. That is a really serious concern to people that live in that area, and I acknowledge that, and it has been brought to our attention a number of times. Staff are having a challenge addressing that in the short term. In the long term, we are investing significant amount of money in the sewage treatment plant, and so with that investment in our infrastructure, the feedback we've got is that that will be resolved. But in the short term, it's been very difficult. There's been tweaks that obviously haven't worked. So I'm looking forward to the major investments in the sewage treatment plant to address that for the neighborhood. It's not fair and it's not appropriate that people have to experience that on a daily basis.
Thank you very much. Ron, next, please.
Yeah, well, as we grow as a community, there will have to be more development there and increase the capacity, and along with that, we can work on the odor control. I mean, there's more technology coming down the line as we speak, and I think it can be dealt with. Well, I know it can be dealt with. But, we'll just have to go with the future development of the site.
Thank you very much. Patty?
Yeah, this has been going on for a long, long time. And I think we've sort of tried to deal with it in a fairly generic status quo kind of way. There's some really innovative technologies out there that reduce odor, and we've sort of been putting them on the back burner, trying to do more conventional things with our biofilter, with our scrubbers and that type of thing. But I think it's time that we actually go to these more innovative processes and at least try, because it really is not fair to have those odors in your life. So we need to be more proactive about trying new innovative things.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to go one more question, sir. We were going going to be switching gears after your question to bring the councillor candidates up here. Still very anxiously awaiting to see what Terrell Patterson has in store for us in the way of props. Go ahead, please.
Oh, good evening. My name is Donald Byrne, and my question is to three. Are you in favor of the oceanfront development as recently approved by this council? And I'd appreciate it if you would, in favor, raise your hands now. Good. Okay.
Very good. I'd like to have them just share a moment of thoughts on what's prompted them to raise their hands for that. So Ron May, will you go first, please?
Well, obviously, we've heard about the oceanfront long enough, and it's time to get shovels in the ground. I just hope that this deal has got something that in the documentation that won't allow them just to flip it to somebody else, and we'll be staring at that hunk of land for another 10 years to come. So if I'm elected the mayor, I will mandate that gets on track right away. We can't stand here for 20 years and wait for it to be built. Some of the elderly people would like to go to the arts center, not in a wheelchair. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. Patty Huntsman next, please.
Yeah, we've been on this oceanfront project for so long, and it's taken a long time to get where we are. We've had some hiccups. Is the project, as it's proposed in front of us, perfect? No. But it does the job, which is deliver on the sub-area plan, and it gets us out of debt. And if we really want to see something happen there in the next couple of years, we have to decide, basically that's the question. Do we want something to happen now? Yes or no? If not, there are some, obviously there's some conditions of sale that still have to be fulfilled, and that's an open public process. But ultimately, we have to decide if we want to have it. I think there's some massaging within the sub-area plan that I think can create different opportunities down there, but still deliver on the overall vision.
Thank you. We're not completely finished with the three mayoral candidates. Rob, I'll get to you in just 2 seconds here. There will be more opportunities to ask more questions of these three as the night progresses. So, Rob, your thoughts on SODC, please.
Thank you. I'm really very excited about this project for Squamish. I talked about the transformation of Squamish. I think this is a huge piece in transforming our community. It also fits in very well with the rejuvenation of the downtown. And this project has been sitting on the table for a long time, and when I ran for election last time, I said we need to take this to the market and prove that it is marketable and that there's developers out there that would make this vision and dream of our community a reality. We've got to the point where we do have a partner that sees the same vision and is prepared to deliver the sub-area plan, which is a result of community engagement, consultation, and it's our vision as a community. So I'm very pleased that we've got to that point. It's not a closed deal yet. April 30th is the closing date. There's subjects to that have to be accomplished in that time. I'm really looking forward to this project going ahead and formalizing that and getting that oceanfront back into the community's hands, getting boardwalks around the outside, getting an exciting waterfront access for our community. I think it's a great piece for us. Thank you.